Hi my friend, today I am a local resident of Samarkand will tell and show you the famous Registan square. The Registan square is a real gem located in the very heart of the ancient city of Samarkand. It has gained its worldwide fame thanks to the great architectural ensemble that has become a monument of the Oriental architecture. From three sides, the square is surrounded with grand madrasa, portals of which are facing the center of the space. All three erections have their own unique decor. It is by virtue of these buildings, preserved on the territory of the city, Samarkand was included in the UNESCO World Heritage List in 2001. Translated from Uzbek, Registan means a sand place. In the ancient times, this central square was covered by sand. The territory was not initially surrounded by madrasa. Those great erections appeared rather later. In that period, authorities of the city were gathering people on the square to announce Han's orders, held celebrations and public executions, and collected the army leaving to war. Okay, bought a ticket, now I will go to the main square through the disinfection tunnel. There are three madrasas on the square: Sherdor, Tilakari, and the Ulugh Beg. They were erected by two rulers at different times. The heir of the great state of the Timurids, a well-known mathematician and astronomer, Ulugh Beg assumed the authority in 1409. In year 1470, he gave an order to build the madrasa that would later be renamed in his honor. It was the first erection of the Registan square. The word madrasa stems from Arabic, literally means teaching and learning place. In 1420, the construction of madrasa ended. On the outside, the buildings located on the western part of the square was done in the form of a rectangle. Inside there is a square yard with entrances to the student cells, approximately 400 people, and learning rooms. Special attention should be given to an exquisite interior of the building. Glazed bricks create beautiful ornaments on the yellowish laying of the walls. The madrasa portal is adorned with patterns of 10-pointed stars symbolizing the sky and astronomy. At that time, it was the largest scientific educational establishment in Samarkand. Here, students were taught philosophy, astronomy, mathematics, theology, along with the madrasa, caravanserai, and Hanaka of Ulugh Beg were constructed as well. Two centuries later, they would build two other madrasa on the place of the vendors, shelter and Hanka, and they would complete the architectural ensemble that we can all see today. Ten years later, since the construction of the Sherdor Madrasa, the ruler of Samarkand, Yalangtush Bahadur, had planned to erect another building that was supposed to complete the ensemble. The construction began in 1646 year in the northern part of the Registan square. On the place of the caravanserai, the architect decided that the new madrasa should be another copy of already existing buildings, though would be located in the center. The author of the project had an idea of achieving an architectural integrity of all erections and constructed the facade in the way that it visually created a closed space on the square. The construction of the Timurid Madrasah lasted more than 40 years and finished in 1660 year. The main facade of the building is done in two levels. The central portal is silted with a five-ended deep niche with two entrances leading to the inner closed yard. There is a blue domed tower of the mosque to the left of the portal, with two minarets standing on both sides of the frontal part. The construction beautifully balances two bigger madrasas without disturbing the unity of the architectural style. The name Tilakori was given thanks to its decor. Artists had used the painting method of kundal for decoration that contained mostly gilt. Among all three madrasas, this erection has a rich decoration of walls that leaves everyone impressed with the abundance of golden colors. Tilakori means gilded. In 1612, Yalang-Tush Bahadur was appointed the Emir of Samarkand. He was the Governor-General of the Bukhara Khans, and by that time he was already ruling feudal principalities, was known as a skillful politician and an educated commander. Being a ruler of the city, he decided to construct another madrasa on the square of Registan, opposite the building erected by Ulugh Beg. According to the project of architects, the new madrasa was supposed to be located on the eastern side of the square and be mirroring reflection of existing building on Registan. However, the exact mirroring concurrence did not work, as the architect did not take one peculiarity into consideration. 200 years have passed since the construction of the Ulugh Beg Madrasah, and the building had shrunk into the ground, and the level of the square itself had risen 2 meters. In the result, the new madrasa turned out to be taller. However, it is rather difficult to notice this difference visually. There was Ulugh Beg's Hanaka located on the side of the territory planned for construction that had noticeably dilapidated by that time. It was taken to pieces and the main part of the material was used for erection of the new building. Construction lasted until 1636. Emir Yalang-Tush Bahadur wished his creation not to give in either in pomposity or space to the Ulugh Beg Madrasah, despite the fact that the facade of the building was completely resembling the first madrasa. They had used new technology in construction not common in the 14th century. Workers applied rather progressive techniques that speeded the process. Upon construction, the madrasa was named in honor of the ordering party. However, the name did not find its usage among people and the building was renamed to Sherdor. The name comes from the images on the portal. Two big golden tigers carrying a sun on their backs and leading after white fellow were adoring the entrance. Sher means tiger, lion, and the name is translated as adorned with tigers. It was this plot that later became a national symbol of Uzbekistan. The look that we can see on the Registan today is painstaking work of hundreds of restorers. If there was no decision taken during the Soviet rule to restore the unique monument, this beautiful ancient site would never stand in front of our eyes. Today, different concert celebrations and other bright events of the city and the republic are held on the Registan Square. Registan is a valuable gift that we had inherited from our ancestors, embodying the entire charm of the Eastern architecture.